Hi again this morning. We're going to go over the signs that we learned in class on location. Location. Also, we will be going through all of the Lord's Prayer at the end. So, we will start with, 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 with. Next is without. So it's without, 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 with and without. Together is this sign like with, but then you circle it. Together, together, like the circle of friends, together. Maybe that'll help you remember. Separate is like this. So you kind of come out and then do this. So separate, separate. So let's go from the start again. With, without, together, and separate. Next to real easy, up and down, up and down. Above or over, ABOVE, above or over, over. Below, it's like this. So above, below. That's also beneath or under. Far. You start like this, your right hand or fist is behind your left, and then you go out far, far, far. Next is near. So this hand, your right hand, approaches the left hand. Near. Or that's also approach or close to. Move close to one another. On, O-N, on, on, O-N. Here. Now remember, this is now with the cupped hand or the bent hand, but here is just right here. Okay, next is there, and it's over there. So here and there. Around. Either way, it doesn't matter which way you go. Probably this is the way I go. This is the closed hand, and you're just going around that. Before, in the presence of. So in other words, we're talking about he goes before the judge, or it stood before the crowd. So it's like this. This hand is here, and this goes up like that. In the presence of. My wife said this morning, we're used to talking in God's presence, so it could be like this as well. Presence or before. Beyond, this right hand is back here. It goes over the left hand and then goes beyond that. Beyond. Beyond. B-E-Y-O-N-D. Ahead. Here, instead of starting back here, you start here and you just say ahead, ahead, ahead. Behind, use these hands again like we've had with and other things, but we just move it back here, behind, behind, or after. After, he walked after her. Between, some people have trouble remembering this, but it's I've never had trouble with it, so I don't know why people do, but between. In. The next word is into, and so that's in, and you just go further down, into. Out, just come out. Now another word, and sometimes used for outside, is like this. Out. Go outside. It's also used for gone, but we have another sign in our book for gone that's like this. Gone. And that's the way that I learned gone. Now, this is really a new one, and it's for out or outside. Of, most people just spell it, but there is a sign for it. It's like this, just a real small. It's not a big join. This is the word, this sign for join, but just quickly of. Another thing that you can use is that of as a possessive sign of, but I've not really seen that much. At, A-T, at. Now remember, we had against. Actually, it's coming. We've learned against before, but it's coming up in the list. It's this way, but this is this way. At, and it's not a cupped hand. It's a bent hand coming down. At. Among. You think have these fingers open and you just move among them. And a lot of people don't go to all that trouble. They just among. But if you want to show it's very important that you do this, there could be a situation you need to do that. So among. Disappear, it's up here, and then it goes, it's just gone. Disappear. Sometimes I do it, like that, and just come back up. Just disappeared. Center. So here you have your cup hand, you go around, and then you put it down. Center or middle. First, last. First, last. That's also end. To, T-O, it's like this. To. Now you don't use that in the infinitive like to do or to, you don't say to do or to go. You use that to when you're going to town. You're going to town. Or you're going to my house. Toward, you have your finger up there and you move toward it, but you don't touch it. Toward. From, there's a couple of ways to sign it. You can do it with both X hands and come out like this, from, or you might see it this way, from, or from. There's your against again, okay? Against. This is again. This is against. See the difference? Okay, through. This right hand is up. It just goes through there. Through. Across, we've used this before in after, meaning time, but it's also across. Onward, just move these on out. Onward, forward, or making progress. Now there's another sign that could be used for progress, improve, but this will work to you just going forward. High, both hands bent, they go up high, or advanced, or high school. Okay. Then left with the left hand, R, right, and then north up, south down, east, and west. Now you don't have to do a west like that. You can go east and west, north and south, all with one hand. So that's all the signs. And so that's sign number 300 that you've learned. So be proud of yourself. Be proud of that. You've done really well to stick this far. Okay, now I want to go through the Lord's Prayer and hopefully not stumble like I did this morning. Okay, here we go. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. give us this day or today our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen. Amen. Okay, well, thank you. That is a short lesson today, but just practice the signs, practice your finger spelling, uh, try to make some sentences, and just practice just thinking about your signs and how you can use what you already know. So that's for it for today. Bye.